the Honorable Jim Justice. A Raleigh County native, Governor Justice is a West Virginian through and through. With an education from Marshall University and the Greenbrier Military Academy, Governor Justice built a career in farming and energy. Yet, he has always had a profound pull to give back to West Virginia through his time, talents, and resources. In 2017, Governor Justice was elected as the 36th governor of the state of West Virginia, and he has spent his tenure finding ways to grow tourism, enhance statewide infrastructure, develop new educational opportunities, and set a bright fiscal future for West Virginia. In 2020, West Virginians re-elected Governor Justice with almost 2/3 of the vote. The only other West Virginia who rivals Governor Justice's popularity is his English bulldog, Baby Dog. As you know, Baby Dog captured the hearts of all of West Virginians. As the face of the governor's Do It for Baby Dog vaccination sweepstakes campaign. Whether in special appearances on the biggest stages, like Governor Justice's State of the State address, or simply meeting people and shaking paws in their travel, Baby Dog always makes everyone smile everywhere that she and Governor Justice go. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome today's Fairmont State University 2022 commencement speaker, His Excellency, the Governor of West Virginia, Jim Justice.
Okay. Well, first, you've listened to an outstanding speaker in Dr. Martin. And she leads this university in many, many ways. She speaks with passion, she speaks with absolute superior language and absolute skills beyond belief. Now, you're going to have to listen to me. And it's way down, way down. I'm the guy that talks to you like I'm in your living room. I'm the guy that speaks with almost no notes, and I have made a couple of little scribble notes here. But let me just say this before I get into this. I notice that you're squirming a little bit. A few of you got a little fan. The seats I know are a little hard. Absolutely, you've been through probably other graduations, whether they be a grade school graduation or a high school graduation or whatever it may be. And through those graduations, the seats got hard, sometimes it got hot, and absolutely there was lots of things maybe on your mind. But I will promise you to God above that I am 71 years old now, a couple days ago birthday, and I can tell you what I would give to be you right now. To be you. To absolutely be back in time where I was watching my kids graduate. So while that seems hard, and it may be hot, there'll be a day around here not very long when you'll give almost anything if you can be back in that seat and have that family. So with all of that, I'll lead off by just saying this. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for packing the house for all these incredible graduates and all the incredible job that Fairmont State University is doing for these graduates and has done over and over. And we've got a lot of dignitaries here and a lot of wonderful professors and uncollectible. I would ask you just remember three words as I go forward today. The first three words are I am you. Now, you may wonder, well, what does he mean by that? I'm talking to you graduates. You know, just the other day, really and truly, I was you, exactly you. I can remember, just without any question, being at Marshall University. I started in Tennessee. I absolutely had brown hair, I was skinny, and then I grew up. But I was you. I had all the fun and all the smiles and everything that you had, and I just happened to be there with the little girl that I ended up marrying. And I can remember just like it was yesterday, we pulled back into school on a January day, and it was cold as it could be. And it was just absolutely, because I used to always play a lot of practical jokes on lots of people, and we had lots of fun, and they didn't want me to. But because probably I've done something to somebody, we pulled back into the school, we pulled right up against the door, right on the door wall as where my parking place was. And I got out of the car on this side and I heard zoosh! And I turned back to Kathy on the other side and she was gone. Because some of my friends had dumped a trash can of water out the window on the third floor and they missed me when they got Kathy. So, let me tell you, the good Lord gave us the ability to smile and to laugh. And this journey is tough enough. That's all there is to it. You'll find as you go forward, it'll get tougher. Absolutely use that ability to smile and to laugh because you'll need it. You'll really, really need it. Let me tell you this. My whole life, I mean, can you just imagine, really and truly? I started out, my grandparents still headed into Oklahoma. Absolutely, my dad was an only child. Played a little bit of football for Purdue University. He graduated as an aeronautical engineer, was right into World War II, and was a captain in the Air Force, flying a bomber, absolutely defending our freedoms. Now, I'll get to this in just a second. But I am telling you, absolutely, I am the epitome of the American dream. You can do anything. Anything on this earth that you achieve to do. Now, you've got to have one thing. You've got to have real passion about what you do. If you're a stick in the mud, then absolutely I don't want you around you. If you're eaten up with enthusiasm and it's contagious in your life, you're going to the very, very top. Now I'm going to open up my little book here just to make sure that I'm scribbling, and here's what I've got. That's my speech. Now think about it. I would tell you that the college that we're speaking to here is the College of Liberal Arts. A bunch of you are going to go into law enforcement, criminal investigation, you're going to be teachers, you're going to be lawyers, you're going to be people that work in history, you're going to be absolutely people that work with all the different foreign languages and everything. God forbid, some of you actually may be politicians. I would tell you, if you choose that course, it's a very honorable task to serve. Don't get wrapped up in crazy politics around here today. Absolutely, first and foremost, know that we're Americans first and foremost. We're not first and foremost Republicans and Democrats, and we don't need to be standing back on the rocks at one another. I don't give a hoot. Really and truly, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. I have my values. I don't want to impose my values on you. And absolutely, I think we should be totally respectful all the time to one another. Now, imagine, in 1974, I was you, Captain Garrett at Marshall University. Again, in 1976, master's degree in business, I was you. Absolutely, both times I had little tears running down my face, right down as you. Part of those tears were, oh my gosh, now I'm going to really have to go get a job. And maybe it was partly fear of what's about to come. And I'm going to tell you this. If you keep the passion, if you keep the goodness that these wonderful teachers and professors have given you, and you carry it with you, you'll absolutely go on to have so much fun and so much goodness, it'll absolutely blow you away. Now, think about a professor that I had at Marshall, and he was the head, the dean of the school of business. I'll never forget it. Never in my life forget it. I was a freshman, taking a freshman class, rather. I'd been to Tennessee and transferred there, but I was still technically a freshman. And I was taking principles of management. He walked into class, he opened up his book, flipped it open, and said, let me see. In this class last semester, there was 19 A's, 16 B's, and 1 C. Flipped it over, said another class, principles of management, there was 23 A's, 14 B's, and no C's. And I thought, my kind of class. My kind of class. A or B, piece of cake. He's the best teacher I ever had in my life. His name is Dr. Robert Alexander. Absolutely the best I ever had. He peered over these little glasses and said this, and y'all forgive me. But he peered over those glasses and he said, you see, if you don't make an A or B in my class, I don't feel like I've done my job. And you think how profound that is? If you don't make an A or B in my class, I haven't done my job. And then he said that you better buckle up because I'm getting ready to work for you know what off. And he did. Now, absolutely, these people have given you so much, it's unbelievable. This university has given you more than you could ever dream of in any way. Now, I'm going to give you just some thoughts and just things that I want you to keep in your heart. If I could pass on wisdom to you, and I'm going to try to pass on some level of wisdom to you, I would tell you first and foremost, be proud of who you are. Be really proud of who you are. Hold your head really high. You know, if anything that I have given the state of West Virginia, I walked in and a lot of folks in West Virginia felt like that absolutely we should know our place. And our place is dead last. We were in a competition with Mississippi all the time to see who was going to be 50. Absolutely, we were beat down and expected to know that place. I never believed it. I always believed just how great West Virginians were. How the fact that we're faith-based, low crime, and just love one another and appreciate each other. And the people on the outside never knew it. And all the bad jokes the world told about us and everything, some of them probably pretty funny, but not funny to me. You know, with all that being said, I felt like that we should be so proud of who we are. And we took off. You can really clap about that. We took off in this state, did we not? And before you know it, we spun around 3 or 4 times. I said in the first day of the state, education needs to be our centerpiece. Why did I do that? I did that because we had to change our image to the world. We had to. And we did it. And now, lo and behold, of all things, West Virginia, we just keep pitching every day more and more and more and more goodness. Over and over and over, more goodness, more goodness. Now, the diamond in the rough that everybody missed, and everybody, now all the travel guides and everything say, West Virginia's the place to be. Are you kidding me? West Virginia? It's real. It's real as real could be. You had to be proud. You had to be proud of who you are. And I tell you to do that wholeheartedly in every way. Now, I also tell you to be thankful. Be thankful first and foremost to God above. Absolutely from the standpoint of all. From the standpoint of all those that defend our freedoms every day. I spoke yesterday at a military signing week. Little served our country in the military or are currently serving. Absolutely, you, I, all of us owe them. We owe them every day. And you should never forget that. You should never forget that. It's so easy to take them for granted. They don't want anything. They don't want anything. They ask so little and they're given so much, it's off the chart. You should be thankful. You should be thankful to all your loved ones that are here everywhere, that are supporting you and here because they love you and they want more and more goodness for you. And you should be thankful to all these professors in this incredible university and on and on and on. That's who you are. I would say over and over to you, first and foremost, absolutely be proud of who you are, but be appreciative and thankful. It has driven you way down the trail. Now I would give you real life wisdom. Real life wisdom. And you take this to heart and remember it forever. If I were to say to you in life, what do you got to do to get better? You would probably say, if you didn't know the answer, you would probably say, well, work harder, be more passionate, be more disciplined, be more focused. All that's right. But you better listen to me, you better really listen to me really good. If you want to really get on your way to getting better in life, you've got to admit you're doing something wrong. Just think about it. When you get saved in the church, what do? You stand up and say, I'm screwing up. If you're an alcoholic, you think you're going to get better by being more focused? You're not going to get better. You've got to stand up in front of God and everybody and say, I'm screwing up, I'm an alcoholic, and you're on your way. Absolutely in anything. If you will truly give in to the fact that you're screwing up, you're doing something wrong, you will honestly jump forward like you can't imagine. And then all the other things, the focus, the discipline, and everything, will just take you further and further down the track. My dad used to say to me over and over, listen to these words. Don't confuse effort with accomplishment. He doesn't want me to just try hard. He wants me to achieve. You see, I really believe this. I believe this with all in me. I believe God made me Jim Justice for a reason. And He made every one of you, every one of you, every one of you, who you are for a reason. Absolutely, He doesn't want you to be a stick in the mud. He doesn't want you to just lay down. He absolutely wants you to achieve the biggest dreams you could ever imagine. That's why I say over and over, from the standpoint of being the governor, I don't want anything. I've never wanted anything. Now I screw up, and I make a lot of mistakes, but I will not do anything to tell you the truth. Now, with all of that, my dad used to say things like, son, if you can't get it done in 24 hours a day, you're going to have to work nights. That's for real. He also said this to me. I stood at his desk, probably your age. I probably had cut-off jeans on and a t-shirt, flip-flops, and brown hair that was halfway long. And I was saying, Dad, what do you think I can do? And all of a sudden, with his arms as big as that time, as big as my legs, the desk exploded and grabbed me right around my shirt and slammed me down on the desk. And he said, Dad, you, there's always something you can do, and you better, dadgum, always remember that. Now, really and truly, my dad wasn't a violent guy anyway, but my dad was demanding, and that's how I lived. I really believe there's always something you can do. Now, I believe you first and foremost give it all to God, but I believe He wants us to keep digging, and that's what I want you to do. That's why I decided to come today. A wonderful invite from Dr. Martin, but I decided to come. I get all kinds of invites. I decided to come because really and truly, I know this little guy that didn't have indoor plumbing was surely not the smartest of the smartest of all. Brown hair and skinny, became your governor and all kinds of other stuff. that first and foremost by the blessing of God, and secondly because of all the support staff and my family, my teachers, everybody around me, my friends. But I came back because I worked. I wouldn't give up. And I don't want you to give up. You can absolutely take us to another level of greatness. And you can do it. Absolutely, I know beyond any doubt in my mind that you can do just that. And I would tell you this. I'll end by just saying this. You know, in any organization, whether it be this school, or the Greenbrier Hotel, or the government of the state of West Virginia, whether it be any organization, I think it's as simple as this. If the employer, which in a lot of situations now is going to be you, because you're going to be the smartest, the brightest, and have the most passion and all that. If the employer really genuinely cares for the employees. And then, if he cares enough or she cares enough, the employees really genuinely care back. And then the employer or the coach makes it mandatory that one another care for each other. You'll have success in an organization like you can't imagine. I'll promise you, and I'll bet you all the money in Texas that these people really care for you. And I'll bet you all the money in Texas, for the most part, you really care for them. And you know what? Dr. Martin won't allow you to not care for one another. And here we are today. Here we are today, celebrating your graduation, celebrating this incredible school. Absolutely, it is an accomplishment beyond belief. Not only do I congratulate the graduates, but I congratulate all the moms and dads and in-laws and outlaws and everybody that's here with you. But I absolutely congratulate all at this incredible university. My last of my last is just this. And I tell this story all the time. If you know enough about baseball and softball to have heard me tell you this, now I'm going to be blunt and I'm going to be tough to you right now. If your team, you know, the other team bats you back and forth, it's the bottom of the last inning of the game. The count on the batter is 3-2. You'll see me coaching on the sidelines, wherever it may be, and I'll be screaming, the count's 3-2. Well, here's why. The count's 3-2 to you right now. That's all there is to it. The bases are loaded, and you're in the field. The team that is batting, it is their last bat, and you're one run ahead. The bases are loaded. The count on the batter is 3-2. You're one run ahead. You're standing there on second base, or right field, or wherever it may be, and you're pounding your glove. All of a sudden, the pitch is on the way. Are you pounding your glove saying, Lord, please don't let them hit me this ball? If you're doing that, in my view, you'll never do nothing. Nothing. We all screw up. But you've got to convince yourself to be pounding that glove saying, hit me the ball. I'll make the ball. I want the ball. Hit me the ball. I'll make the play. Now in that, we all screw up. We all screw up, but you've got in your life, especially with your degrees, you've got to want the ball. That's all there is to it. Now that may sound tough, but I'm telling you, it is absolutely the truth. We all screw up. I don't care if you pound your glove, you want the ball comes rolling to you, anybody can catch the ball and you screw it up. You will. And then you just go, want the ball. Want the ball in life. And the last thing I say to you is just this. And y'all get ready back in your back. The last thing I say is, along the way, any book that I would ever little buddy does two things to you. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You doing good, okay? Remember what I said about the easy stuff and all this tough stuff? The last couple of years of this pandemic's been tough on all of us, hasn't it? It's been really, really tough. A lot of us have lost loved ones. You know, there's almost been 7,000 folks in West Virginia died. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. With all that being said, every day I mean name after name after name after name. It's bad. 2 years is a long time. A long, long time of wearing a mask and everything else and seeing sickness like I can't imagine. Along the way, I kept looking at this little thing. And honest to goodness, you can say what you want, but she makes people smile. And you know what else? She loves everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat or rich or poor or black or white or whatever. It doesn't matter. She loves everybody. How could it be more simpler than just that? That's what I mean about the easy stuff. It's always the toughest stuff to find. She's made a lot of us smile. And she sent a message to you that is exactly the very message that we should carry all the time. Before I go, I would just like to end with just this. That flag right there. The people of Ukraine are suffering like crazy beyond absolutely all comprehension right now. And we should stand right with them. Absolutely, in my opinion, in a lot of ways, it's a shame that we have not stood with them better than we already have. Many ways. In fact, it makes me even sad or mad that as great and as powerful as this country is, that we allow those level of atrocities to go on, even though there's risk. All of us are afraid of risk. But absolutely, with all in us, weakness breeds some tough stuff. And that's tough stuff. So I tell you, in my very last word, God above, pray for those people. God will some way come to the rescue, but it's really, really, really bad. And I tell you, pray for all those that are hurting and needy in every way. And I absolutely tell you to smile and to laugh as much as you possibly can. And have a passion beyond belief and do exactly what this little 60-pound brown watermelon does every day. She makes people smile, and she loves everybody. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for having me.
Governor Justice, for joining us today. Thank you for your inspiring message. Thank you for all that you do for each and every one of us and for the state of West Virginia. God bless you. Governor Justice, whereas James Conley Justice is a true son of the state of West Virginia, having been born in Charleston, raised and educated in Riley County, earning his college degrees from schools in the Mountain State, and having been a longtime resident of West Virginia. And whereas Jim Justice has distinguished himself as an entrepreneur, building careers in both farming and energy, and as a business owner and farmer, Jim Justice created thousands of jobs for West Virginians. Whereas James Conley Justice was elected the 36th governor of the great state of West Virginia, was re-elected for a second term with almost 2/3 of the vote, and has spent his fiscal future for West Virginia. And whereas Governor Justice, with help from Baby Doll, who is a wonderful good girl, promoted the importance of vaccinations, helping keep more West Virginia healthy and safe. And whereas Coach Justice has passionately coached and mentored young West Virginians. And whereas Jim and his wife and best friend Kathy give back to the state that they love so very much through numerous activities and charities, including giving more than $1 million in Christmas gifts annually through the Dream Tree for Kids campaign. Fairmont State University does hereby salute and thank His Excellency Governor James Conley Justice for his dedication to public safety, his impact on the state of West Virginia and countless West Virginians, and for being a very dear, dear friend to Fairmont State University. Now therefore be it now resolved that by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the state of West Virginia, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humanities with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Mr. Governor.